season, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now we see Dwayne Haskins, the Ohio State Buckeye, in his second year in the National Football League, ready to lead this Washington offense.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
Now Haskins on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Haskins pass intended.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10.
Their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The tackle made at the
They'll employ the jumbo set now on second and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Sanders.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
5-yard line.
First down, Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
Gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
He was tackled at the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wentz to throw on third and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Carson Wentz sacked.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Washington takes over first and 10. at their own 34
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Now Washington.
Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Athleticism on display there by Derek Barnett to come up and get him.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins, and Walker has it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Third down. Here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
3, Eagles nothing.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Washington ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker.
Haskins pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
19-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Pass gets hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
56, Mike, 56, run on, 56. I got 25, check.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And Walker with it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes this Washington.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Need some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
To throw is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st down.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Here's Barber. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Peyton Barber with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
intercepted by Washington. They'll take over.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
A carry now for McKissick. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Washington ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Dwayne Haskins.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Here's Haskins to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 47
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Haskins. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. 12 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down at the 28.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 16. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Washington.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip.
Eagles, nothing.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw again on second down. Wentz, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A final shot before half for Wentz. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you down the coast door. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Brought down at the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Another run with Sanders. Able to power through. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
For an Eagle.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
The ball carrier.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now Sanders. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
The ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Good.
Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st and
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Another Eagle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 1st down, they go with Clement again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Miles Sanders.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Taken down at the 40.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
On the pickup.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That's good.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They go back to the ground, this time Clement. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Brought down at the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they haven't.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10, Thomas Davis. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to...
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's McKissick, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Wentz going to throw. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a terrific return as he'll take it up.